Hello everyone. Sarah here. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a fantastic box in front of me from Love From Lizi's. This is the Hello Sunshine card kit. It is a past card kit, but it's still available, and I'm very excited to see what's in it. I kind of did peek already, so it's not going to be such a surprise for me, but I will pretend as I am explaining everything that's in it. So we'll start off with the paper. And you do get some really nice colors here. We get a red, a pink, a light blue, and like a goldenrod. So it's that in between orange and yellow, and a piece of white. Cardstock. There are some cutaways here. So instead of doing the full sheet, they are cut to fit the box. And so these are fun. When you're just wanting some simple sentiments that are designed for you, that will be matching the pattern paper. And then there's the background for this one. We got some hello, favorite, some summer. That's kind of springy, but it's all really cute. And then here's some more. This one is the borders you can use. And then there's a real, oh, I love that. That's beautiful colors. And then here are some bigger ones. And you can layer these or do whatever you would like. And then, of course, the same background. Okay, so there is the pattern paper. And then you get some 6x6 pattern paper. And this is definitely screaming summer. We got watermelons. And then you got a nice red with just like a speck of white. These are tiny, itty bitty little strawberries. Let me get up close. They're little teeny bitty strawberries. Maybe they're wild strawberries. And then we got some a plaid with some flowers on it. Here is a field of flowers and this fun little pattern. We have a scene here with clouds and some kites and a blue background, rainbows, and teal. Ooh, this one I love, because even if you look at the background, it has like that grid. It's very subtle. And then the colors of these flowers arrangement. And then we have a nice orange. This looks like a birthday celebration, like confetti. And then you have more of a muted color. Some hearts. And a bright yellow. So I'm seeing a kind of a theme here. We got like brights and toned down colors as well. So you have quite a few options here. And here's one that has some writing on it. I know, make today count. The future's so bright. So it's not a nice little words there. Here's a field of flowers. That is beautiful. Maybe it goes like this. Look at that. And it has some nice plaid. Here's some more flowers with some arrows. They could be down or they could be up. You choose. Here's some flower silhouette. Oh, wow. That one got me. Nice. The black and white. That's really bold and beautiful. I like this one. This one's just a nice color with the flowers. And on the other side, you have, oh, that's fun. Type of stripes. So there is all the pattern papers that you get. So you got the cutaways, and then you have all of the 6x6 sheets. You do get your Love From Lizi peel-off stickers. And I don't know what the name is. I don't think they write it on here. If they do, I can't read it. But it's a glittery teal, almost like sea glass, I'm going to say. It almost looks like sea glass, but it's beautiful glittery. And it is the pinstripes. And then you also get the stamp set. So this one is a bunch of hello sentiments in different fonts. You have little icons like an envelope, some hearts, a bow. You got some squiggly lines, underlines, ones with flowers. You got this rounded, it almost looks like a sad wizard wand. But if you change it in a different way, it actually looks a lot more uplifting. Here's a cute little house, so with two homes between them. That's really cute. You got some flowers and a star. Really cute little icons on this. You can make some fun backgrounds with that. You can just add these as accents, just stamping them on your design. Really cute. I like all the different little script hellos. So we got that. I'm gonna put this over here. I'm not doing a very good job of displaying this, but there's more stuff coming and I'm trying to make room. So we'll tuck that. Okay. Then you get the embellishment bag. So the embellishment bag is chock full of goodies. There are some ribbon, and these are a nice blue. Like it's a bright blue. Almost like, I would say like if you were to look at Tim Holtz color ink, it's like prize ribbon. Then you have that almost the same color, if not the same color as the peel-offs. You have a white, you have a yellow, and then you have a purple. So those are your ribbons that you get. Very pretty. There are some embellishments. So if we just dump this into a little tray, it looks like little fruit, like a fruit salad. Some of these fruit don't look like real fruit colors. Like I don't think there is a blue fruit like that, citrus, or a pink one, but they are really cute. They actually look like the candies. I'm pretty sure there's candies that look like that. And it's like half strawberry. There's some grapes here. That looks like dragon fruit, kiwi, watermelon. Yummy, yum. This is definitely, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe that's a pear? Have you cut a pear open? I'm not sure. Oh, and there's an apple. Pineapple. Strawberry, pink strawberry. Really fun. So this makes a nice little fruit shaker card. A little fruit salad. Really cute. In very bright colors. There's also some sequence that is, I'm not going to take this one out of the package because this looks like it is full of static. So I don't think I'll get it back in my package. But they are hexagon holographic little, I was going to say acetate, but it's way thinner than that. So I'll say confetti. That will add a really nice shine to your card. If you make a nice shaker, throw those in with your fruit. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's really pretty. That's almost like perfect for snow too, if you have like a shaker for winter. Okay. There is some wood veneer pieces. Are they called wood veneer? I don't know. Wood pieces. And you get a birthday cake. No, it's not. It's a cupcake, a pineapple. I'm going to say that's a citrus fruit sliced in half, a donut, and a really cute popsicle. Those are so cute. So you get some of those. I'll put those back in the bag so I do not lose them. This is definitely a summer themed kit. It is fantastic. There is some stickers, and I mean a lot of stickers. So what am I looking at? Like there's a lot. So here's a fruit. I think there's like 3. And then like, I'm just going to pull the one out because I'm making, oh my goodness, look at that. I'm making a mess. I think that's on the other side. There we go. I mean, there's a lot. So you get a bunch of different fruit here. So you have lots of choices. And then you have also, these ones kind of look like part of the cutaways. So I recognize those birds. And then you have more sentiments up here. So you can just unroll that and see what kind of sentiments you have, but lots and lots of stickers. And if you were saying, man, I wish I had more stickers, well, I got you covered. Here are some more stickers following the themes of all the cutaways, and they're really interesting. Let me see if I can open this up without ripping the bag. Can I? Oh, I can do it. Yeah, here we go. Hold on. I gotta show you this. This is pretty cool. So they are that puffy sticker. It's not overly puffy, but they got a lot of detail to them. Like there's actually levels to them where some is puffed and some is not. Like look at that ice cream cone. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Maybe I just never paid attention. But like even this one, can I get that zoomed in? Like even that one, like all the indent is colored and then the rest of it's puffed up, and it's really cool in the watermelon. It really adds this nice texture to it, a little more than just being puffed. I really like that bird. What a cute bird. So there you go. You asked for more stickers and I got you more stickers. And then we have some, now these are starting to pop off, so I'm not sure what I did there. But all you do is add glue. That's not a problem. In fact, I would always add glue to these things because sometimes they lose their stickiness and then you don't want them to fall off. But you have some pre-made bows that are paper. It's like a smooth paper. It's like, it's not the same as this pattern paper texture. It's a little different, but it's perfect bows. You do not need to tie them. They're already done. And you get 5 of them in different colors. I love it. I love it. You also get a bottle of Nouveau glitter drops. That's fantastic. You get, it's almost the same, it's not the same color, but it's that teal with the sparkle. So you get a whole bottle of that. And to finish it off, I believe I have everything out. You get a die. Now let's open up the die. I think there's a couple of them in here. I didn't know there was a die because it's small this time, and so I was like, oh man, no die? Which, this is a lot, so don't get me wrong. I'm just spoiled. So, look at that. A dandelion die. Very cool. And this one I'm excited about because it is that cool looking bird. How awesome is that? I think it's it's not the exact same, but it's similar because that bird has been throughout this whole kit. And it has like some, just some design into it. And if you really wanted to, you can stitch this, right? If you have some nice stitching or that thread. So really fun. Oh, I'm so excited. So this is, let me move this all in. See, there's so much stuff you can't even fit it on my screen. This is ridiculous. Love from Lizi's always has such fantastic, fun kits. So if it's something that you like, definitely go check it out. I will have it in the description box below. And before we finish this whole video, let's go ahead and just make at least one card using this kit. And I'm thinking that bird is what I'm going to use. Okay, for this card, we're going to grab the 3 colors, the pink, the orange, and the blue, and we're going to cut those out in 3 circles, and we're going to cut each color twice in the bird with the bird, and that's just to give it some dimension when we glue it all together. It's going to start feeling like chipboard. Ideally, I probably would have done a 3rd one, but 2 is definitely perfect enough for what I'm trying to show. Then what we'll do is once those are all glued together, we'll bring in some inks that are similar. So for the purple, I'm using a dark purple. For the yellowish orange, I used actually a red. And then for the blue, a dark blue. I'm just using some inking brush or blending brushes and going heavily around the outside only. And then softly filling it in when there's no ink left. So there's the purple, and there's the orange and the blue. And then we're going to grab some of the scraps and we're going to glue these onto another version of the color. So I'm going to put this blue on the yellow. I think that's a nice contrast, and we'll just let it sit there and dry. The orange on the purple and then the purple on the blue. So they're all switching. And I think these are looking very fantastic. I love this bird so much. But this also gives us so that the bird has some background color. I was thinking about just trimming it off right to the edge, but I decided to leave a border for these birds. Try something different, right? So we'll give this an easy cut around the whole bird, smoothing out any edges you want. And there we go. And then what we'll do is we're going to put some paper on the back side of the birds or some foam tape, whatever you have on hand. And then we'll glue these onto the circles. So in my case, I have lots of white scraps. So that's what I'll use. And I layered them 3. So it's 3 scraps of white glued together, and then that gives it some edge. And those are my embellishments. To finish off this card, it's going to be very simple. We're going to grab this beautiful pattern paper. This is, the reason I use this one is because it doesn't add any extra bright colors, because we're using really bright, fun colors. And so this one's very muted. And the pattern is pretty. I just love that design. And since my glue is kind of clogging, I'm going to use that little bone folder to smooth out that glue. And let's just move these around so that they work, so that the colors just work together. I'm trying to make it so that it's weird. Whatever works for your eyes. I just found that if I had that yellow bird beside the yellow circle on the top, it just didn't work as much. Sorry, the yellow outline. So there we go. We'll glue those down. Off camera, I went and stamped the hello on some white cardstock, and I added the Love From Lizi's peel-offs around the edges. It matches the background a bit, just so that you don't have this big blocky white sentiment. And we'll glue that down. And that's pretty much the card. We'll finish off gluing off that last bird, and that's it. It took a little longer to create because of all the die cutting, but I absolutely love it. I'll bring it up closer and you'll see all the texture and dimension just by adding extra layers. This is fantastic. And like I said, this is called the Hello Sunshine, kit. It is an older kit, but it's still available. It has a lot of great products in it. I will be creating more cards with this one, so keep an eye out for that. And if you're interested, like I said, the description will hold the information on where to get it. And until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.